Alright, you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And let's just get into this video. Alright, you guys, so today's video is going to be another video of like what I learned in therapy. So let's just hop right into it. So another thing I learned in therapy is like, okay, it is okay for us African-American minorities, it is okay for us to go to therapy. I know in a lot of families, especially in Black families, it's not, mental health is not talked about. Like therapy definitely is something that's like off the table. I know it wasn't definitely not talked about in my family at all. That wasn't something that was like a thing, you know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people that of our minorities, especially people in the African American community, I'm sure you guys can relate to what I'm saying in this video. Like it just was not talked about in our family, just was not a thing, you know? And going, like, even my boyfriend, we are in like an interracial relationship, and my boyfriend and his family, they talk about mental health. Like it was just, it's common for them to talk about it, you know, like they just talk about it as if it's like nothing, you know, versus how I grew up, it wasn't like that with me and my family. Like it just, mental health was not really talked about, you know, it just was not a thing. And for a while I was just like, you know what, I don't know if I even want to go to therapy. Like I don't even know if like I need it, you know, because it's just like, it's what you're told, it's just what you are like brought up around, it's just what you just like, you always hear, you know. So it's just kind of like, for a while I was on the fence about even going into therapy or even like trying to get into therapy, just because I just have my wall up, you know, and I was just scared to like really open up or really just to even give it a try. But you know what I mean, like now the couple months that I have been in therapy, and I've you guys know I'm in therapy if you watch my videos, now that I have actually, like I said, been in therapy for a few months now, it really has like been life-changing, you know what I mean? And that might sound dramatic, you guys might be like, slow your roll, but no, that's honestly how I feel. I feel like, of course I'm still in the same person, and of course like I still make my mistakes, like because I am a human being, like we're all human at the end of the day, you know. But I feel like now the way that I handle things is not how I would have handled things a few months ago, you know. I feel like I was just, my emotions were all over the place. I was super like erratic. Like I was making like dumbass decisions, like with like jobs and things like that. Like I just was not in the right headspace whatsoever, you know what I mean? And not only do I like credit therapy for that, of course other things, like I've done it, like I pray a lot, you know, I journal, so other things have gone into that, you know. But definitely, I would definitely have to say therapy has helped me so much, you know. It's just helped me like process things, process me as a person, my emotions, why I maybe react to certain things or why I might do certain things the way that I do things, you know. And I don't ever want anyone that's like in a minority or anybody that is like Black that might watch my content or like, you know what I mean, like don't feel like you shouldn't go into therapy because you might hear your friends or your family talk about it in like a negative way, or not even like in a negative way, because my family never talked about therapy like in like a bad negative way, like they didn't like down on it, but they just were like, we're not, like they just felt no need to ever, it just was not talked about, period. It wasn't even like a thing, you know, to talk about, to discuss it in my family. So it's like, now that I have been in it, now that I've been, like I said, doing it for a couple months now, I feel like it's, my whole perspective on it has changed. I feel like everybody should try therapy. Even like when I talk to my coworkers about it and I tell them, like, if they're like they'll ask me like, oh, should I try therapy or what do you think about it? I'm like, I think everybody should try it at least once. Like I said, if you like it, stick with it, obviously. But if you don't like it, that's okay too. Like everybody's not gonna like it. It's not gonna be for everybody. Like like just because I'm making this video now and telling you guys about it, my experience through therapy and things like that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, everybody should just, like, I'm not gonna ever like force any of you guys or like force anybody like to go out and do it if you aren't comfortable with doing it. Like I'm never gonna make you guys or anybody do anything they don't want to feel comfortable with doing, because I don't want to do anything I'm not comfortable with, you know. So, but I definitely think, like, if anyone asked me my advice on it, I would say try it, you know. Definitely give it a shot and see if you might like it, you know, because it's like, I like the fact that it's like an outside perspective, outside, you get it outside, a person's outside. Oh my gosh. If you are new here to the channel, I always say this, or if you have been watching for quite some time, you guys already know I cannot always form sentences. Like it's just not always gonna happen. But you get an outsider's perspective, and that's what I like about therapy too, because it's like, yeah, you can go to your friends, yeah, you can go to your partner, yeah, you can go to like your loved ones or like your friends or your family, but it's like they can only give you so much, like so much advice, you know, and they can only tell you so many things. But what I like, that's why I say that's why I like therapy, because it's like it's a complete stranger. Like they don't know anything about you, like they don't know your story until you open up and tell them. So it's like they're able to give you advice that you probably would not have seen, or like tips that you might not have like thought to use before. So that's what I personally like about therapy. And I feel like it's just a way for me to like express myself, or like not feel judged, or not feel like, is this person, like, what is this person thinking? Like, this person's gonna think I'm a weirdo. Like, they're gonna think like I'm literally a freak. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't have those thoughts when I'm talking to my therapist. It's just like, yes, they're a complete stranger. And like, I'm not even gonna say like in the beginning, I definitely was scared, because it's like, it is a stranger and I don't know this person from a hole in the wall, and vice versa. They don't know me. But it's like, I had to realize like, this person is here to help. This person is here to just like hear me out, like, and give advice and give tips that I could use to like better myself, or like fix the shit that I had going on. You know what I mean? And like, that's why I would always tell people, like, try therapy. Like, don't ever like, don't, just because you might hear something negative about it, or just because you might like hear what your friends might think about it, or like what your family might have to say about it, like, if you are able to get into therapy, try it. You know, I feel like we should all have like an outsider's perspective on things, and like give their advice on things, and like really help us, like, because like, y'all, life is not easy. We know this. Like, life be lifing, you know. And it's just like, if I could do anything to like alleviate my like some type of stress in my life, or like if I can have like some type of mental peace, like, that is, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? And that's where like therapy has come into play for me. Like, you guys, because like I said before, I was in therapy, I was like I just was not in a good headspace. Like, I was being reckless. I was like quitting jobs left and right, and that's not me, you guys, like, at all. I'm gonna put that out there now. But like, my headspace was just not there. Like, I just was lost for a second, you know what I mean? And then like, I started getting into therapy, and it really truly has helped me like for the better. And like, I'm not gonna say like I'm a complete changed person. I'm not gonna get on here and act like I don't have my bad days, or I don't still like have bad, like, my bad moments where like in a mood, or like I'm, you know, that none of that still happens, you know what I mean? And but now, like, I know how to process my emotions way more differently than I did a couple months ago, you know. And that is because of therapy. And that's because like, my therapist too was telling me, like, she was like, you know, anybody can try therapy, anybody can like sign up and want to be in therapy, you know, and like say they want to be in therapy, but you have to actually like try and use the steps that your therapist gives you, whatever it is. Like, whatever my therapist tries to tell me, I follow it and try to go with it. Like, whatever, even if it's like new and scary for me, I try to follow with it, because I'm like, she knows my best interest at heart, and this is like her fucking job, and this is why she's here to like help my crazy ass out. But it's like, so just like follow any steps that your therapist may give you, like, and try to like go into it with like an open heart, and like try to go into it like with your guard down. Because like I said, even though I was telling you guys, like, in the beginning, I like was so scared, you know what I mean? Even like get on the phone and talk with her, like, because there's a new person. Like, even if she wasn't a therapist, like, even when you meet someone in your new daily life, like, or you just meet a random person, like, you're nervous at first, like, your emotions, your guard might be up a little bit. So I'm not gonna say like my guard wasn't up with my therapist, or like I wasn't like on the reserve at first, because I definitely was. Because like I said, again, it's a complete stranger. I don't know this person I've never met this person a day in my life. So it's like, it definitely was hard. It definitely was difficult to like talk to her about certain things, or like open up to her about certain things that I've never like talked about anybody about, or like have even thought about opening up to people about. So I like that. I feel like, again, like, I feel like I can trust her. And that's another thing too. Like, if you do decide to go into therapy, like, make sure you find the right therapist for you, one that fits you, one that you feel like you can be comfortable with and you can just be vulnerable with. Because like, the therapist I had before, I had my current therapist now, he was not good. Like, no shade. He just was like, I would just like explain to him, and I would just be venting to him and talking to him and opening up to him about stuff, and he just would be like he was literally, you guys, he would be like, yeah, literally, like, I kid you guys not. So it's like, I was like, I don't really know if you're a good fit for me personally, because like, if I'm like going into therapy, like, I want feedback. Like, let me know, like, if I'm wrong, like, if I'm like, give me feedback, you know. I wasn't getting that with him. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, make sure you find the right therapist for you, and you'll know when the match is for you, when you know, like, you'll just know when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be locked in with this therapist. Because like, you'll have that feeling. You just know, when you know, you know. So that's what I say, find a good therapist, find someone that is like, honestly, that you feel like you can trust, again, and open up to and be vulnerable with, and just talk to, like, just be open, as honest as you can. And like I said, I know it's gonna be scary too when you do eventually get into therapy, if you guys decide to, or if anybody that might watch my video decides to like give it a try or think about it. Like, it is going to be scary. I'm not going to sit here and like lie to you guys and tell you like it's not going to be something that's scary. Anything new is scary. Like, just think of it like that. Even when you're like going into, sorry y'all, I have y'all like positioned in my car in such a weird angle. It was doing so good and then it just flopped. But like I'm trying to like, hold on y'all. Of course nothing. Oh wait, hold on. I need to get a stand for my car, like a little tripod I can hold my phone in when I want to record in my car. Okay, perfect. But yeah, you just have to be willing to like let your guard down and open up to this person, even though, like I said, it is going to be scary. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and tell you guys that like I wasn't scared or I didn't have my like guard up, because I definitely did. But I definitely feel like therapy has changed me in like for the better in like such a positive way, like that I'm so grateful for my boyfriend, because like he is the one that was like, I think you should really try therapy. Like he was the one that was pushing me forward to get into therapy, and not to say like he was like pressuring me or anything like that, because that wasn't the case. But I feel like he really cared about me enough to be like, I think you should try therapy and I really think you might benefit from it. And he was not wrong at all. So like I'm so grateful for my boyfriend. Like if someone is like, I don't want to say pushing you because that like sounds bad, but like if someone is like someone that you love and someone that is like you care about, and if they're like telling you like, hey, maybe you should try therapy, I think you would really benefit from it. Go just try it, you know, because you never know what could happen. You never know if you could really like benefit from it, or if you really could like, it could really change you. And I'm not to say like I'm like, oh my god, I'm like a literally different whole human, different being. Like I'm not Antonio. No, that's not what I'm saying. But like, again, the way that I react to certain things is completely different. The way that I like might handle a situation that happens in life, I might handle it way differently now than I did maybe a few months ago, like pre-therapy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm just so different now, in like in a good way. You know, not to say like y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. I just feel like, sorry, somebody was calling me. Why are people always calling me every time I'm filming? Okay, like I'm busy. Don't call me. But no, like I really do think like therapy has like helped me like for the better in like a positive way. I'm not even saying that just like for the video or just to say it for you guys. Like I really do think it has helped me. Like, and like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like a completely different person, because that's bullshit. Like I would be lying to you guys. Then I would be lying to you guys. But the way, like I said, the way that I would handle a certain situation is completely different than I would pre-therapy. You know what I mean? And that's why I say like I give so much credit to my therapist and like to just therapy in general, because I'm just like, it has helped me so like in such a positive way. Like I couldn't have asked for like a better therapist. Like I literally always tell my therapist, I'm like, girl, like I'm so grateful to like have found you, because I feel like she like has helped me in so like many different ways. You know what I mean? And I'm not like, I ain't bullshitting you guys. Like if you like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, but again, I'm not gonna say like therapy is for everybody. I'm not gonna say like if you don't go to therapy you can't like still work on yourself. That's not what I'm saying at all. Like it has helped me, and like I said, if somebody was to ask me like, oh, what do you think about therapy, or like do you think it's like, do you think it benefited you? I would be like, absolutely. Like I really think it has benefited me. Like it just, again, it's like gives you an outsider's perspective looking in on things that you could work on, and gives you like tips and tricks that you could use to like benefit yourself like in your daily life. You know what I mean? Or like to help you with relationships, friendships, like family issues. Like it can be so like beneficial in so many different ways. So that's why like if anybody ever asked me, like that would be like my honest answer to give. Like I don't know, I just feel like, you know, again, like let's break the stigma of minorities can't go to therapy, or like black people shouldn't go to therapy. Like that is such bullshit. That is so not true. Like, and that's so like, that's just like that is just what we were told, like in our like growing up. Like if you're in a black family, like you, or like in a minority, like then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like it just isn't talked about, you know, just, and that's like from our parents and our parents' parents. Like it just wasn't a thing, you know. So it's like if it wasn't talked about if our parents didn't grow up like talking about mental health, then they're not gonna like, they might not talk to us about it, you know. It's just like, I hate that it's like that, but like it's here to break, like I'm here to fucking break the stigma. That's like why I make these videos when I do talk about therapy, because I'm like, I want to fucking break this stigma of like black people can't go to therapy or shouldn't go to therapy. Like, that is such bullshit. You know, I'm here to tell you that's complete bullshit. Take it what you want. That's how I feel. Like, argue with your mom. I don't know. But I don't know. I do feel like therapy has helped me in so many different ways. It's super beneficial. Like, I'm telling you, just find the right therapist. Like, be willing to let your guard down. I know it's going to be scary at first. I know you're going to be like, you might want to give up and you might want to back out of it. But like, honestly, give it a try. And I'm not like, again, I'm not saying it might be for everybody. I'm not saying just because it is working for me doesn't mean it might work for you. There might be other ways for you to like cope with things, or like other ways for you to vent, or you know what I'm trying to say. Like, but definitely give it a shot. And if you don't like it, cool. Like, everybody's not gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna like the same thing just because I might like it doesn't mean you will, or you know what I mean. Like, it's just, but I would definitely say try it and give it a chance. And if you don't like it, cool. If you do, like, stick with it, you know, because you never know like what good can come from it, you know. But I'm gonna leave it on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me talking about therapy. Break the fucking stigma. Black people, minorities, we can all go to therapy. We all deserve to go to therapy if we choose to. Don't ever let anybody pressure you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you guys want to do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.